23 minutes after the hour. Welcome back to the Daily Buzz. Hey, we are now less than a month away from the tax deadline, and you're probably scrambling right now to get her done. But don't let your guard down and get hooked by a crook. Attorney Jeff Kaufman is here to help us out. Morning, Jeff.
Morning.
Okay, this is the time of year when those people are looking to scam you and grab your identity. Where should you look for the right person to help you out with taxes?
Well, it's kind of like buying a car. You know, depending on how much you have to lose, you might want to go to a high-end guy or a low-end guy. But make sure you go to a guy that's qualified.
How do you know if they're qualified?
Well, one thing you can do is go through referrals. There are certain things that you absolutely shouldn't do. Anybody who guarantees a return, anybody who promises that they're going to get the check mailed to their address. Stay away. A lot of people will do that because they think it's the right thing to do. If your tax preparer is not willing to sign your return, don't use them, because by law he has to.
Oh, I was just about to ask you, isn't that the law? They have to sign them.
Well, most people only know the law from what they see on television, so they really don't know what the law is.
Okay,
so
law
hopefully
and order.
They're watching today.
Law and order isn't a good thing to follow necessarily.
No, TV law is always bad.
That's a whole nother subject. Okay, all right, so let's talk about some things that you should be doing, like avoiding charity solicitations. What is that about?
Well, the big problem is this, is normally after every natural disaster, a bunch of charities come out where they actually keep 95% of it, only donate 5% to the actual charity.
Of your tax refund?
Oh, well, of your donation.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry, okay.
So what happens is, and some of these people aren't even tax deductible, so you have to check with the IRS website to make sure that the charity that did this is on the list that can be tax deductible.
Okay, what about using these online tax preparers or online services? How much credit do you give them?
Well, it really depends on which ones. Some tax software has been around for a very long time. I wouldn't advise using any form of online tax because you never know where your information is actually going.
Ah.
It's kind of like those emails where you won the lottery in Bolivia. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so how should we protect our personal information if we trust one of those softwares that's been around for years? What should we be asking them?
Well, a lot of times there are about two different forms of software. There's TurboTax, that's a good organization to use, and it goes directly to the IRS. It doesn't go to TurboTax. So it automatically files it for you. Or you can go to H&R Block or one of those people if you're taxed, you know, if you only have like a single W-2 and very limited dependents. But if you're writing off a lot of stuff, you should really go to an experienced tax preparer who, you know, he's going to charge you hourly, but he's going to make sure everything's done right.
And you can look them in the face and say, hey, I know where you live, buddy.
Yeah, you can find them. You can find them.
Okay, and how long should you keep all your tax documents?
Well, the government normally goes back 3 years, but if any fraud's involved or they feel that you've deceived them, they can go back indefinitely. So my advice would be to do 7 years, because that's normally how long an attorney has to keep their docs.
Oh my gosh, okay, a lot of files to keep.
Yeah.
But very, very important.
Don't take off the government, you'll be like Wesley Snipes.
Okay. All right, Jeff's got jokes this morning. I appreciate it. For more information,
Funny for some people.
For more information and
Wesley.
other tax tips, head over to our website, dailybuzznow.com. Click on the For More Info tab.